Peter saw something shocking. Do you know what it really meant? Then Peter opened his mouth and said, I now truly understand that God shows no partiality, but in every nation, anyone who fears him and practices righteousness is accepted by him. Acts 10:34-35. Peter received a clear call from God to go and share the gospel with Cornelius. Up to that time, none of the disciples had ever preached the gospel to Gentiles. Even though Christ's death had torn down the dividing wall, that wall still remained in their hearts, and their ministry was focused almost entirely on the Jews. They believed that Gentiles were outside the reach of God's grace. But God wanted to teach Peter that his plan was much bigger. The gospel was meant for the whole world. Because the prejudice toward Gentiles was deeply rooted in Peter's mind through years of Jewish training, the Lord worked with great care to remove it. Through the vision of the great sheet filled with all kinds of animals, God taught Peter the essential truth that heaven does not discriminate between people. To God, both Jew and Gentile are equally precious. And through Christ, Gentiles are welcome to share in the same grace and privileges of the gospel. Even though Peter felt some discomfort at each step of the mission entrusted to him, he dared not disobey God's voice. As he stood before Cornelius' household, family, relatives, and close friends gathered together, Peter boldly proclaimed Jesus as the only hope for sinners. While speaking, Peter began to understand the full meaning of the vision he had seen, and his heart burned with the spirit of truth he was proclaiming. When the believers in Judea heard that Peter had gone to the Gentiles and preached to them, they were shocked. They feared that his behavior was inappropriate and that it would harm the influence of his teaching. But after Peter explained everything in order, they realized that his actions were the direct fulfillment of God's plan. They also saw that their own prejudice and exclusiveness were completely opposite to the spirit of the gospel. Finally, they glorified God and said, "Then God has granted even the Gentiles repentance unto life." Share this with your loved ones, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily devotionals.